Welcome ladies and gentlemen back to another Hunter Call of the Wild video, and today we're going to be going over the brand new teaser and everything we know about the new map coming to Hunter Call of the Wild very shortly. Now first of all, we do have a little teaser trailer, a little sneak peek at the new map, so I'll throw that up now for anyone that has not seen it quite yet. Now, that was the teaser trailer that we were given, and this teaser trailer right here basically guarantees that beavers are going to be a new species on this map, as throughout that whole entire little video there, or that little clip, you could hear beaver sounds, beavers chewing down trees, and you could actually see the tree fall down. So that basically right there confirms that beavers are going to be a new addition to the game, which is really exciting, especially for grinders and anybody that has had their tents and tripods and stuff taken down by beavers. We are finally going to be able to get revenge on those pesky little critters, which is awesome. Now, I do have a few screenshots here and stuff like that, and a bit of information from the devs, and then we'll get into my predictions and what I think will come to this new map and into the game. So let's get straight into it. So this was the first screenshot we were given right here. Now this looks absolutely phenomenal. Everything looks good from the outpost, which looks like a big tent or something like that. It looks really cool. All the way up to the Aurora Borealis or the Northern Lights. Now this looks extremely cool, so it's basically going to look like what Reventuli has with the Northern Lights, which is really cool to see, and I can't wait to see what this map has to offer, and it looks very beautiful so far from the first screenshot. And this screenshot right here basically 100% guarantees that beavers are going to be coming to Hunter Call of the Wild, which is awesome. For the fact is, in this screenshot, we literally have a tree that has been felled down from a beaver, which is really cool. So finally, after a long time, we can finally hunt beavers in Call of the Wild, which is awesome. Now, we do have some news from the devs about this update and what is going to be coming on further down the line as well. Now, we do have a little bit of disappointing news, but we also have some good news as well, so let's jump straight into it. So, starting us off, we have the new map will be a full-size map, which means it won't be like Salzwiesen, where it's only a quarter to a third of the size of a regular map. It will be a full-size map, which is pretty cool. It will have multiple biomes, which is also another pretty cool feature, which means it won't be just like Medved, where it's all the same the whole way around the map. It will have a new Great One, which is very interesting. Now, we will go over the predictions that I have for the next Great One that they could add, but we are getting a new Great One, so that is quite cool. It will have story missions, which is pretty awesome as well for people that like to do that. It will have a new map weapon. Now, I'm not sure what this could be, but let's hope it's something quite cool. It will have several new species, which is pretty good. I know a few maps in the past have only had like 1 or 2 new species. So it will have several new species, which is pretty cool. It will have some remodeled animals, so this could be the new Great One. They might be remodeling the new species for the Great One, or not the new species, but it will be something like that, I'd say. Remodeling the species that the new Great One will be, which will be quite cool. Now, we get into a bit of sad news here, or disappointing news, I suppose you could say. Now, the new map will not have polar bears, seals, or walruses. So, I guess the main big one here is polar bears, because everybody was wanting polar bears, myself included. I was really looking forward to polar bears being on the new map, but they will sadly not be coming to Hunter Call of the Wild just yet, which is disappointing. Now, seals and walruses, I can sort of understand that. I mean, it would sort of be a little bit odd, I suppose. But polar bears is definitely the main thing, and the new map will not have a trophy lodge, even though it is quite requested by the community. So I'm guessing they're going to add a new trophy lodge at some point, which will be quite cool as well. I'm not quite too sure when that will be, but let's hope it's better than Sasika Safari, and be able to hold a lot more animals. That would be quite cool as well. Now, coming soon, we will have more news, or they will have more news next week. And we will see one more trailer, so I'm guessing this will be a full trailer before release. Quite used to what we're seeing as just a normal trailer. We will show you the full animal list, so we will see the full animal list before release, which is quite cool as well. Now, there will be no live streams, so no live streams before release, at least not from the devs themselves. And they will have early access for content creators, so I'm guessing for Scarecrow, Lady Legend, all of them, Flinter. So they will have early access to the new map, which is pretty cool, which means we will get to see the new map before it is released. So yeah, definitely quite cool. Now let's go ahead and get into my predictions for what will be on the new map. Now, I'm not quite too sure where this map is going to be located, although I am just sticking with Arctic maps, so I'm guessing somewhere Arctic. So I've got a bit of a species list here that I've come up with. Now, beavers are already confirmed, which is quite cool. Now, I did have polar bears on this list, however, they are confirmed as to not being on the new map, so we will not be seeing those. But I do have a few speculations about a few more species, so I am guessing that Arctic foxes could be on the new map. Those will be quite cool to see. Musk ox will be another good animal to see. Now, I know they haven't been put into the game yet, sort of like with the tar, I suppose you could say. They couldn't really model them quite well because of their fur. So hopefully we'll see those now since we do have tar. Hopefully they will add musk ox as well. Now, another thing that we could see is Arctic hares. So basically just like all of the other rabbits and hares that we have in the game currently, sort of like that, except maybe just full white, as Arctic hares usually are. Now, Arctic wolves will be quite cool, have a third species of wolves in the Hunter Call of the Wild. We already do have grey wolves and Iberian wolves, so Arctic wolves could be a new addition, which would be quite cool. And that would tie in to the new fur types for the grey wolves as well. I mean, not really in all honesty, but if they're going to remodel the grey wolves, then maybe Arctic wolves will make it into the game as well, which would be quite cool. And Arctic ground squirrels would be another cool one to go along with beavers. I reckon that would be really cool to see on the new map. And then last but not least, we have caribou and reindeer, which brings me to my new speculation about what great one we could see. Now, I reckon to go alongside a map like this where we might see caribou and reindeer, those could be the new species, or not the new species, but those could be the species getting remodeled. So if they are, then it would be really cool to see a caribou or a reindeer great one. It would be really cool to see those, and I don't know what that would look like in all honesty, but especially with how big the reindeer racks can get and stuff like that, it would be really interesting to see what a great one reindeer or caribou would look like. And hopefully it is, because I would absolutely love a reindeer or a caribou great one. I reckon it would be a really cool addition to the game. If not, we could be looking at anything that the community has wanted for a while. Anything from either an elk or mule deer or anything like that. Blacktail deer even. I know there's been a few speculations around that. Those would all be cool to see as great ones as well. But those are my speculations for the species on this new map, which is quite cool. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like and a subscribe on the channel. It really helps me out a lot, and I really do appreciate it. And until next time, peace.